Testing, testing. I can hear myself pretty well.
Test, test.
Fresh off work. Still wearing work pants.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Well, first off, welcome. Welcome all 7 of our loyal listeners.
Our loyal followers. We have disciples.
Yeah, we do. We have a cult, bro. We should make a name for our cult.
Yes.
Like our podcast is Apex Prey, but what should our cult be named?
Predators.
Predators? That kind of goes against our whole thing. Praise. Pussies.
Pussies.
The
I
cult
like
of
that.
pussies.
Yes. That's funny.
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. You know. Like
Welcome
I said,
back.
Yeah, you know. I had to miss last week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Had to put my cat down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Was
It
rough,
was a rough
man.
time. I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks,
it's never
dude.
fun.
I appreciate it.
Fucking sucks, man.
It really does. I felt so bad, dude.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at least we rescued her and gave her a good life till the end.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
just the
for
way
sure.
I've been looking at it.
It's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
She's better now.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. With cats, man, I just feel a completely different connection than I've ever
Yeah.
felt with dogs.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird. I was just talking this morning, actually. I was chilling with Marty. He was just laying on my chest. We were hanging out. And I was talking to my mom and Maggie about like the ancient Egyptians and how they... Well, I know we talked about it briefly in one of our episodes, how they thought that cats... Like when cats purr, they had a healing kind of property.
Right.
It's pretty cool. And my mom was telling me that's like, apparently that's kind of medically proven. Like they did a really extensive scientific study on it, and they found that, what was it? It was something medically, like people who were prone to heart attacks or something, they the control group or whatever, I don't know. But basically, people who own cats had a much less likely chance of like dying from heart attack or whatever.
I wonder why that is, dude. That's
Yeah,
so
I don't
weird.
know. It's pretty strange.
Cats are the shit, dude. I love them so much.
They are the shit.
Hands down, that's probably my favorite animal.
Yeah. I'm going to turn the headphones up a little bit.
All right.
I don't like when I can hear you like in real life and through the headphones. I either want like no headphones or just the headphones.
Hell yeah.
It kind of throws me off.
I can
think that's a
understand
little
that.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you got any plans for the weekend, for Labor Day weekend?
Not really, man. Just cookouts. My family's a big cookout family.
Hell yeah.
Every holiday, really, no matter what it is, we have cookouts. It's fun. It's a
Haven't
good
had
time.
a cookout with my family since like the beginning of summer, maybe, and that was when I was
really?
in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally never have cookouts here in Ohio with my family anymore.
Well, to be fair, before that was kind of prime time COVID. No one really had cookouts for the last, 2 years, 2.5 years. It's wild that, this pandemic's been going on for, almost 3 years?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Like two years or something like that? Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like it's slowing everything down, like progression.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah. I think it kind of sped nature's process up a little bit, though.
Yeah.
All of our, industries being shut down and a lot less pollution. It's pretty cool. You see those videos of nature kind of regrowing itself. Mm-hmm. It's pretty dope.
Have you seen those videos where they have highway bridges that are for nature and stuff? It's like a bridge across a highway, and it's meant for animals to cross the highway safely. Yeah. And it's like this.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's like a cool oasis type of deal. Looks really nice.
That's really cool. Mm-hmm. Dude, one thing that I've been realizing more and more, kind of way off topic, but something that I've been realizing more and more as I listen to us more and more, like the podcast that we put out, I say the word so fucking much, bro. It's like every other word. And I'm trying, I'm making it a point, this podcast, to be, obviously they're going to slip out, but I'm trying to be very consciously aware of it to not say the word like.
I feel like that could almost fuck you up though, like
It's
really
gonna
bad.
fuck me up, but it's like it's
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 whatever.
important.
I honestly, dude, I've kind of been struggling mentally a little bit. Not gonna lie.
How so?
I mean, just with like the whole, like, you know, my cat and whatnot. And,
Oh
like,
yeah.
the weeks
You mean
leading
just
up,
in general?
yeah, just in general. The weeks leading up to that, I've been kind of sad because I've been like, I don't know, you know, if she's gonna make it and whatnot.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
And then that like trickles down, unfortunately, to like me feeling like down on myself.
Yeah, for
as in,
sure.
like,
And it affects other things in your life.
yeah, dude,
When
it's
you go through-
crazy.
dude, something about like animals being sick and dealing with, you know, having to put down animals and stuff like that. Like when we put Zoe down, my pug,
Oh man,
it was rough, man. It was
bet,
rough
dude.
for a while.
she was a trooper, dude. She hung around.
She was a trooper. She was almost 20 goddamn years old.
a pug.
A pug. That's crazy.
That's insane.
She had a great life, man. And it's bittersweet because, like, you know, obviously it sucks losing an animal. It's one of the hardest things ever. Arguably almost harder than losing a human. Like, because of the bond that you get with animals. It's unlike anything else. And it like I said, it trickles down. After it happens, you're initially sad about that, and then you're just sad for a while. And then that, you know, affects other things in your life. It's harder to go to the gym. It's harder to do everything.
Yeah, but
Makes
some
work
people
days suck.
some people use that as motivation too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like a pussy because like when I do get down, dude, I get down. I don't.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to just like be like, quit being a bitch, dude. Like go lift or you know, go do something active.
Yeah,
Do something.
it's definitely tough.
And like
It's tough to do.
I'm not gonna lie. Like ever since like for the past few weeks, like with that happening, I've been like, dude, you know, it just trickles down into like every part of my life. With another part being like, I feel like I fucking suck at this podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to think that. It's the very last thing I want to think. And when I do think that, I'm like stop. Like,
Right.
I really need to stop.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where I've kind of been trying to draw the line for me, like being a bitch wise in my head.
What, like when it comes to the podcast?
No, like when it comes to being sad, like the past few weeks,
Okay.
like when that
gotcha.
has crossed my mind, I've been
Yeah.
like, all right, dude, fucking stop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's weird because as you know, I've struggled with depression a lot in my life, especially my earlier years, like teenage years. I've really struggled with that stuff, and I've been through like I've tried a lot of different methods and whatnot to help cope and help, you know, get out of depression cycles. Because anyone who has depression knows that you don't just have depression for a period of time and then you're good after you get over it. Like it's a cycle. It comes back every once in a while. You go through it. You know it's gonna pass, and it's just something you have to get over. And I've one thing for sure that I've noticed helps is physical activity.
Yeah.
Like going to the gym. I think it's very, very important. But that's kind of like the tricky part because you almost need to be happy and upbeat to have the motivation to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so hard. You almost have to say to yourself out loud, quit being a bitch, like just go.
Yeah. I seen David Goggins. He made a TikTok video. He was like, if you feel like you don't want to go to the gym, like literally whatever you're thinking, whip out your phone and record yourself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
talk about literally what you're thinking.
Yeah, I saw that same video. I want to try that actually.
Yeah. I did it one time. I still didn't go to the gym. I was just calling myself a bitch.
That's funny.
It was hilarious. But yeah.
That's goofy.
I need to fucking just nut up, bro, for real.
You ended up just listening back to it and you're like, yeah, you're right, bro.
Yeah, you're right,
such
bro.
a pussy.
It's not even like, I don't know, I feel like lazy has to, like, I'm just lazy too. Like, it's
Yeah.
not even like I'm mostly fucking depressed and like,
Well,
I'm so sad I want to this,
yeah.
but
It's tricky because with depression comes a certain aspect of laziness. Because you notice when you're like doing good, when you're all mentally there and you're in a happy mood or whatever, it's so much easier to get up and do stuff.
yeah.
When you're depressed, it's so much harder. It's crazy the difference it is.
Yeah. When whenever we put my cat down, her name is Dumpling, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever we put her down, like I was like driving home, dude, like I literally felt like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know, like I didn't want to just go home and just do my normal routine.
Right.
It was so weird. That drive home was so weird, dude. And I got home and I was just like bugging, dude. And I was like, I'm gonna rearrange my room. Literally rearrange my room as soon as I got home. It took me like 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay busy, keep it off my mind.
For sure. That's good.
But I don't really know if that was a good thing too, cause like
no, they say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. But it was like I processed it and all, but I don't know. It feels like I could have cried more, but I stopped myself because I forced myself to do something.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. They say that's a really good thing to do, though, when you're experiencing grief, is to kind of keep your mind occupied. Because that's better. That's so much better than just sitting and sulking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
it's so much better to channel. Like, you did what you were just saying you wish you could do more. You channeled that sad energy into a productive thing.
You're right, dude.
And that's a really good thing that you did.
I just really felt like I didn't know what else to do, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I really felt like, I don't know, if I would have just sat in my bed and just laid there, it would have been 20 times worse. And I didn't want to feel that way.
Yeah.
And, I guess I did.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to do.
It is.
Man, there's just nothing. I don't want to stick on this topic because it's fucking depressing.
It is.
There's just nothing worse. That's okay. It's good to talk about, man. I mean, this fucking podcast is, we've said it time and time again, but this is us.
It is us.
We're just talking. We're just bullshitting with each other.
When you texted me today, bro, about Eric listening to us, like when he's sad and stuff, bro, like that really made me so happy, bro. That like lit up my day.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Love Eric, man. I miss him so much.
I actually have a video on my memories from today, from a few years ago. We were at that mudding place, and it was just me and Eric. It was just me and him at night. We were just sitting down by a fire, just hanging out.
That's dope.
I was like, wow, I'm so happy I got this on video.
Yeah.
It's cool, dude.
Yeah, I was texting with Eric a lot yesterday. Eric's been one of my best friends for a really long time. I actually met him through his sister, or technically through his little brother, I guess. Kind of a weird relationship that him and I have, because my little brother and his little brother used to be best friends. So that was originally how our families kind of collided, and we all kind of knew each other. Then I met his sister through his little brother and my brother, and her and I started dating, and we dated for a while, and then I started, hanging out with Eric a lot more. And when her and I broke up, Eric and I became best friends. And ever since then, dude, we've just been so tight. And then, now he's tight with all of us. And he's a great guy to know, man.
Yeah. I think what's really cool from his perspective is, like, you guys became even better friends after, like, you and his girlfriend weren't together.
His sister.
His sister. And, I
used to hate Eric. Actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Eric used to kind of annoy me, but like, I mean, it wasn't like super bad.
Yeah, but... I only hated him when I was dating his sister. And I think it was kind of because, like, they have the whole sibling, like, rivalry kind of thing going on. And she was always talking shit about him. He's talking shit about her.
Oh my gosh.
So I think it kind of just rubbed off on me from her. Mm-hmm. And then once I started hanging out with him more and more, I was like, this dude's fucking fun, man.
Hell yeah.
I kind of traded.
You did. I think it's cool because he might even respect you more. Because, like, oh, he must have treated my sister right. You know? Or maybe not.
Yeah. No,
But.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No one's like. There's no bad blood or anything.
Well, of course,
Everyone's cool. But, yeah, I love Eric. He said he's going to be in town sometime in October. I want to get him on the podcast.
That'd be fun.
That. He's got some crazy stories. That'd be an eventful podcast.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, I've been listening to, like, a lot more podcasts and stuff, and, like, just thinking about having Eric on just sounds so fucking fun,
Hell
bro.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds so lit.
We could probably do a solid, like, 2.5 hours with him, man.
Probably. There's so much we could catch up on.
Oh, yeah.
He's overseas right now. You
Yeah.
know. Thank you for your service, Eric, if you're listening.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's killing it over there, as far as I know. He's doing some crazy shit, so we won't get into it. I don't want to give out any info or get him in trouble or anything, but
I wonder if
he's killing it, man.
I wonder if he's like seen a UFO and like he has to keep his mouth shut. Because you know, like the Navy, they have like high.
Yeah, like crazy radar type shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be so cool. I wonder if he's like seen one of those Tic Tac UFOs go under the water.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be wild.
Apparently, they go underwater. There's more sightings reported near the water than there is like in the sky.
Yeah, that's why people think like there's crazy alien bases underwater and shit.
That's weird, bro.
What's even weirder is how could we know? We can't even go into our own water, really.
Yeah, no. I watched a video about some underwater welders, and it was saying they get paid like a fuck ton, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But they go down there under the water. They sleep down there for like in a tank for like a few months.
Really?
I think it is, yeah. And they work every day, or not every day, but a few days, and they work like 6 to 8 hours on their normal shift. But like that's nuts, dude. Like you're going in a little
dude, that's so nuts.
Ocean pod.
And God knows what's down there.
Yeah.
You don't even know what's down there. You're just fucking going down there.
Yeah, pretty much they say you get out. All you have is the little light in front of you, and it's darkness everywhere else around you.
I can't imagine those like pipelines and shit down there that they're welding on. It's dangerous too.
It's extremely dangerous work.
I keep getting shit stuck in my throat.
We need a little cough button.
Yeah, I know. I'll text Joe Rogan later and ask where he got his.
Yes.
Dude, have you listened to Joe Rogan's Protect Our Parks podcasts?
Yes. With Ari, Shane
Gillis, and Mark Norman. I love it, bro.
I listened to their most recent one. That was the only one I've listened to.
Did you listen to the full thing?
Yeah.
It was so
Wasn't
good,
it like
dude.
4 hours or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to all of it.
3 hours and 50 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
It's so good, bro. Like, it's so much fun to listen to. It's almost refreshing because, like, Joe Rogan's I still love Joe Rogan's podcast, but it's so, like, political and, like, involved with, modern like media and stories and shit that's going on. It just gets kind of annoying to listen to sometimes nowadays, but this is like these Protect Our Parks podcasts that he's been doing are so refreshing because it brings you back to the old Rogan days. They're just chilling, just getting fucked up and talking.
I never really listened to old Rogan, bro.
Really?
I really only got hip to Joe Rogan's podcast like honestly, probably whenever Elon's came out, like whenever his first podcast with Joe came on. Yeah, and then I just listened to like a fuck ton by him.
Man, I was so big into Joe Rogan. His old school podcast with, Duncan Trussell. Duncan Trussell's my all-time favorite guest.
Dude, he's pretty funny. I like listening to his podcast with him.
I love Duncan.
I've listened to maybe like 4 with him.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. He's
funny. There's like fucking 40 episodes that he's done on Joe Rogan's podcast. There's so many of them.
That's nuts.
Like if you go to Spotify or whatever and you type in like JRE Duncan Trussell, you can just keep scrolling. That's how many fucking episodes there are.
That's dope.
It's wild. Yeah, I've listened to every single one of them. It's so good.
That's
I love
dope.
that guy.
My buddy Austin?
Yeah.
So he was actually on a podcast recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just listened to it.
That's cool.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And that podcast has like 100-something episodes on it. I was like, that's
dope.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just
Is it a local
I think so.
podcast?
Yeah, it's like Northeast Ohio comedy, like amateur comedy people.
That's cool.
Pretty much. It gives you the scoop on like what's going on, like funny stuff,
That's dope.
All that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Listen
cool,
to that.
man.
Thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I like that there's like a whole community for comedy around here.
It's massive, dude.
It's huge, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah. Even podcast community alone, there's so much. It's wild, too, because it's only in the last, like, few years.
Yeah. I almost feel like comedy and podcasting, those are almost in the same boat.
Yeah.
Especially, like, around here, I feel like I could tell anybody who does comedy, like, I mean, I have a podcast, you know?
Yeah. I hate to keep bringing up Joe fucking Rogan, but
I do too.
It's a big. I mean, they call him the Podfather for a reason. You know,
I didn't even know that.
He brought like podcasting and comedy kind of into the same thing, really. You know, same with UFC. He's bringing all of these different kinds of like groups of people into one thing, and it's just a huge community now.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
So do you think, like, if Joe Rogan had a cult following, what would his cult following be? Like, what would they be called?
What would they be called?
Yeah. Because, like, we named ours pussies, right?
His would be called, I don't know, probably the elves, the DMT elves or something.
DMT elves. I like it.
I don't know. Oh, man. What else you got? What do you got to talk about today? Anything cool?
Yeah.
Fucking fall's coming up.
Yeah, fall is coming up,
I'm
dude.
hyped.
Is fall your favorite season?
By far, yeah.
Really?
I love fall. I love the spooky season.
I'd say that's like my number 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of 4?
Mm-hmm. Number 3.
Okay. It's not very high up on the list.
Sorry. Summer's definitely my favorite.
Really?
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I gotta go spring, and then fall, and then winter.
Spring.
Yeah.
Spring's kind of slept on, I think.
Yeah.
I would personally say for a good reason.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess spring's okay. Spring would probably be my second, just because I don't really like too much of something. Like in Ohio, winter is always fucking Antarctica type winter.
Right.
And then for some reason summer in Ohio feels like it's in Saudi Arabia in the desert or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. That's why, at least for Ohio, I definitely prefer the kind of middle ground when it comes to weather. That's why I like fall and spring.
Spring, though, I think the reason I like it more than fall is probably they're similar in the way with like the seasons changing.
Yeah.
And I think I like spring more because, I mean, the sun's coming out, starting to get warmer, you know, flowers.
Yeah. It's definitely a fun vibe. It's like an exciting kind of vibe because you're going from winter to summer.
Sometimes it's unreliable, bro. Sometimes it'll be winter and then it's just fucking summer.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense sometimes.
Yeah, especially recently. The past few years, it seems like it just goes straight from winter to summer.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like spring is just getting phased out.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It's super weird.
Yeah. It's crazy how much hotter summer in Ohio feels than summer in other like southern states. It's wild. Like if you go to, I remember going to Arizona, and I mean it was like 112 degrees, and because of how dry it was, it felt like 80 in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah, because Ohio is so fucking humid. It's so hard to breathe. Dry heat is just, it feels so good. It feels so much better. It's crazy, dude.
They have a lot of dry heat down in Texas, dude.
Yeah.
It got super hot when I was down there.
I bet. Texas is toasty.
I went out to the lake for one day and I came back crispy. I haven't had that happen to me since I was like a child.
Yeah. You're a dark boy, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's wild. I've only been to Texas once, and it was for like a few hours, pretty much. It was a connecting flight. I was going to California.
That's lame,
and
dude.
we stopped in Texas.
You can't say you've fucking been to Texas.
I've been to Texas.
That doesn't
I'm not
count.
lying.
I don't accept it.
I wasn't trying to fool you. I said for a few hours.
You did. You know, I was actually on a connecting flight in Georgia, leaving from Texas, and they tried to charge me like $13 for a shot.
For a shot?
For a shot of Tito's.
Wow. Where?
At an airport.
At the airport?
Yeah.
I believe that then.
But I was just upset, dude. I was sad. I was like, I got a goddamn connecting flight. I want a straight flight.
Airports are crazy, dude. A little bag of peanuts is like $8.
Yeah, and then
wild.
To not break your neck and get a pillow is like probably $35.
Yeah. Those pillows are nice though, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude.
finally officially like bought one just to keep for myself for like road trips or flights or whatever.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I bought one just from Walmart, so it was nice and cheap.
Did you see that Sony's getting sued?
Like for the PlayStation Network shit? Yeah.
They're getting sued
Yeah, I
for
saw
like
that.
$6 billion.
Yeah.
That's
rightfully
nuts.
so, dude. Have you read up on it?
Yeah, apparently it's like a monopoly on the
Yeah.
games and shit.
Yeah, they're
Pricings.
waxing.
Yeah, they definitely are waxing, but they have all of my money. What can I
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? That's why I'm glad I switched to PC, man. Because I just every game that I have to pay money for, it's pretty much just straight from the developers. So it's just their flat rate, and
Yeah, but like
that's what it is.
exclusives and stuff, that's the only reason I have a PlayStation, bro.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
I would say 100% the only reason I have a PlayStation that keeps me on there is God of War, bro.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, those
Yeah,
exclusives are just
dude.
too fucking good.
God of War is one game that I've actually been meaning to download. I
Bro,
really want
have
to
you
play
ever
God of
played
War.
like any of them?
Not once.
No?
I think I played it literally one time. Like when you were super into it when we had our first house.
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
During-
just for like a couple minutes.
During that time though, I think I was playing God of War 3 and I think the latest one.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think you should play 3. 3 is super dope.
Are you like would I be able to just hop into 3 without having played the others?
Yeah, I mean the others are on fucking PlayStation 1 pretty much.
Oh,
Or
really?
like PlayStation 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think they have them like on a streaming platform on PlayStation probably.
Yeah.
You can play them, but
Yeah.
I mean you can, but you don't really have to.
Right.
All it is just Greek mythology and that's
Yeah. It's dope too. It
Yeah.
gives me I played Shadow of the Colossus long time ago on
That
like
sounds familiar.
PlayStation 1 or whatever. It's an old game. It was way ahead of its time though. It was kind of at least from the information I've gathered about God of War, it was like big pretty much revolved around boss fights, you know?
Yeah.
It was one of the first pretty much open world games, Shadow of the Colossus. You just kind of, you're this adventurer or whatever, and you run around this world and try to, you go on missions and you have to fight these giant colossal monster bosses. And it's really cool because it was so fucking ahead of its time. It's crazy. I tried downloading it on my PS4 like a year ago because they had like the remastered version or whatever.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
dude, it was fucking wild because they didn't change anything about the game. The graphics were just slightly a little tiny bit better. They still sucked, but at least compared to what we have today.
Yeah.
But it was so cool because I mean it was like you run around, you have to climb these fucking monsters. You have like your knives and you like stick it in and you have to climb up their backs and like you gotta stab their eyes and their weak spots. It was so cool. And I get that vibe from God of War kind of.
Oh, dude, God of War. Like, literally, on part 3, you start out, like, you're with the Titans, and the Titans are trying to take over the gods, the Greek gods, and you're literally on this tree bitch, and she's just climbing up this mountain, and they're just sending lightning bolts, and fucking Poseidon comes up to you, tries to fight you with a water horse.
So dope.
And I love
Yeah, I
it,
wanna
too,
play it.
because they have the cinematic scenes, they're interactive cinematic scenes.
Yeah.
So if you miss a button, like you fuck up, then
Right.
you probably die.
Yeah.
Or something. And they look
That's
super
cool,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I love that game.
Have you heard of the new game Stray? Came out
Yeah.
a little bit ago, the cat game. I've been getting so fucking into that game,
You you have it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maggie and I it's a cool, like, kind of, it's almost a nostalgic type game because it's not online, it's not multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's just, a campaign. And it's one of those classic games that kind of gives you, like, Halo vibes, like, not really, but just that kind of
like a
feeling.
futuristic or something?
It's definitely futuristic, but I mean that kind of video game experience feeling where you can just sit down and just enjoy playing a fucking video game. Like pass the controller around, just take turns trying to
Yeah.
go through the story mode. It's fun, dude. It's a lot of fun and it's super detailed. I'm probably annoying to Maggie because she was playing it with me and we're taking turns and she's trying to go through the missions and shit and figure it out and I'm like getting really into, little details that the developers put in there. Like you can go up to the little puddles of water and drink the water. You can like
That's
lay down
dope.
and take naps. You can like cuddle up with people and there's, little attention to detail stuff like mirrors and like you can see reflections and puddles and stuff like that. It's a really cool game, dude.
Is there an option in that game to where you can make your cat look like your cat?
No, not yet, but it is a very new game,
Yeah.
and there's been a lot of they're coming out with a bunch of updates. You know,
Yeah.
It's very new, and I have a feeling that's coming really soon. Because that was something that kind of let me down. It just kind of sticks you with this random cat, which is cool because, like, you get to know the cat and, like, you kind of form a bond with the cat and you like the cat.
Okay.
But it would be really cool to be able to make it look like different cats.
I think I heard about a mod with something like that.
I'm sure, yeah.
Do they have that game on PC too?
Yeah, that's how I play it.
Oh, okay.
PC.
All right. I thought you played it on your PlayStation.
No. I'm almost positive it is on PlayStation, though.
It is.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Devil May Cry?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Oh,
what is it?
It's pretty much a game where you're fighting demons and stuff and trying to save the world, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just recently got the newest one, Devil May Cry 5, and super fun, dude. It's so nostalgic because I used to play like 1 and 2 on PlayStation 2.
Right.
Yeah, it's so cool.
What exactly is it about?
So, pretty much this guy Dante, he has a twin brother. His name's Virgil, and I think their mom was assassinated by a demon, pretty much. And Dante is.
Are they human?
Yeah, they're human. But Dante ends up getting like some demon powers and ends up becoming like some demon. But he's a good demon to where he kills like bad demons, like demon bosses and whatnot.
Is this like? Have you ever seen the show Supernatural?
Yeah.
Is it kind of similar?
I mean, I guess kind of if you want to say that, but it's like way more like he turns into a demon.
Oh, okay.
And,
I
like,
gotcha.
Yeah. But pretty much I don't know a whole bunch about the story, but I just know that game's super badass and I like killing demons.
You're playing it right now?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm playing the newest one right now, the 5th one.
That's dope. I cannot wait for the new Modern Warfare to come out, bro.
Oh yeah, that comes out.
I cannot fucking wait. November.
October
28th. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I checked it like last night.
Oh, really?
I was really excited too. Yeah.
Dude, I can't fucking wait. Have you seen the gameplay?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit
of
gameplay. I've seen some gameplay with the in the firing range where they're just messing with guns and whatnot.
Yeah. It looks really fucking good, dude.
It looks sweet.
I've been into Warzone more lately too. And the more I love playing Warzone. Like once you get good at it, it's fun when you can start getting a little sweaty and you can just start wiping lobbies. It's fun, man. I'm getting pretty good.
That's gonna look so good on your PC, dude.
Yeah, bro.
New Modern Warfare. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. I'm so excited, man.
Like nuts.
I really fucking hope it doesn't flop. I'm kind of worried. Because just with the way Activision and the whole Call of Duty thing's been going recently,
to be honest, they normally do flop, but this is the first Call of Duty I've had my hopes this high for in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
To be honest.
Yeah, I think it's because the recent Call of Duty years have been so, like, such bad flop years for Call of Duty. Yeah. I think that's why I have my hopes up, because they're really hyping this one up.
Mm-hmm. They definitely are.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, dude.
Is that Jesse?
Yeah, it's Jesse.
You should answer it.
All right.
Put him on speaker. Tell him he's on the pod.
What's up?
Tell him he's on the pod, bro.
Hey. Hello?
What?
Hey, I'm with Ethan right now. You're on the podcast. Say what's up.
What's up, podcast? What's up, my boys?
What's up, dog?
What's up, Douglas?
What's the podcast about today?
Just bullshit, bro. Just talking, you know?
What are we talking about?
Well, right now, we're talking about... What, Ethan?
We're talking about the new Call of Duty coming out.
Yeah, we're talking about the new Call of Duty.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on it?
I am excited. From what I've heard, I like the new fucking customization they got on the weapons and shit.
Hell yeah.
The only problem I have is they're bringing back a lot of weapons that they had in Modern Warfare 2019. It's kind of...
Yeah, that's all right.
But, you know, they did confirm that the Vector and the Intervention from MW2 are supposed to make a return, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guns that are supposed to... But, you know, it's going to be like the first Modern Warfare. They're gonna drop a bunch of guns that they made and just keep adding them the whole time the game's out for everybody.
Yeah, I'm hyped for it.
I am hyped for it. I'm hoping the new Warzone's fucking garbage out now because it's fucking stupid.
It's fucking stupid. All right, buddy. I'm about to get back to it.
All right, fellas.
All right, man. I'll call you later.
Yep, hit me up later.
Yep, see ya.
Peace out, Jesse.
Yep, I'm about to hop on the cast.
He said I'm about to hop on the cast.
I love Jesse.
I do
cracks
too,
me
bro.
up.
You know, a fun fact is I call him every day along with Mitch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's because, so Mitch, I call him because we work together all the fucking time.
Right.
And then
You're
Jesse.
just on the phone with him all day.
Right. But Jesse's a different story. I call him when I'm at home all the time.
Yeah.
Because we got this game on our phones.
Oh, yeah?
Clash Royale.
Okay.
And it's safe to say we are addicted.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
anytime.
I've heard Clash Royale is way more addictive than Clash of Clans used to be.
Oh, dude, it's bad. Like, I literally call him.
Is everywhere, dude.
I call him every day to play on a game on my phone. And we talk
That's awesome.
on the phone while we play for like at least 40 minutes.
That's great.
Yeah. It's fun though, you know? It's something to do, dude. So
yeah,
fuck
man.
it.
I was having a pretty long conversation with Maggie the other day about video games, and she's really cool, like with, you know, me playing video games. It doesn't bother her or anything like that. But obviously, like, if I spend too much time on it, even I feel bad because, you know, if you have a significant other and you play video games, you know how it is.
Oh, for sure.
You know? But I was talking to her, and, you know, she even agrees with me. The whole community surrounding video games is such a beautiful fucking thing, man. It's so fucking cool. I really want to start streaming, bro. Like legit streaming.
You should,
like,
bro.
With a webcam and shit.
Do it.
I think it'd be a lot of
like
fun.
Warzone?
Yeah.
I
think
think
it'd be really cool.
100% I would watch.
Because I've been getting pretty good, bro.
I bet, bro.
I've been getting pretty good.
I'd like to see you like genuinely get pissed too.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking nice.
Hell yeah. But yeah, anyway, I was telling her I'm really happy that the stigma with video games is kind of going away recently. It's almost like a lot more celebrities I've noticed are almost coming out of the closet, like with video games. You know, a lot more people are streaming, like Post Malone and fucking
Trippie Redd,
Snoop Dogg.
Like, Snoop
Dogg. A lot of celebrities are coming out and pretty much coming out of the video game closet. Like,
it's probably because they're like, bro, I wish I could play more like video games.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I could make money doing it all day.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It makes me really happy because I genuinely think, obviously, if you're one of those people who just spend days locked away in your room on video games, it's not good for you. But overall, it improves hand-eye coordination. It's
a lot of streamers do that though, bro. A lot of streamers will say like, bro, you got to do at least 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, if that's how you're making your money, then that's how you're making your money. That's your job. You know?
I guess that's true.
That's your 9 to 5.
You're right.
But
fuck it, I wouldn't complain about that.
Yeah, yeah. But it's so cool, man. The whole video game community. It's like, it's a way to be social. You get involved with different communities. It's really cool, man.
If we didn't have video games, bro, I'd probably be like doing bad shit. Like I'd still be a bad kid.
Meth.
Heroin.
I would be high on heroin right now as we speak.
But yeah, dude, video games have definitely held a special place in my heart since like...
Yeah. I'm currently high on heroin.
I like that.
Okay.
That's enough.
All right, anyway.
Anyways, fuck.
Sorry, dude. I can't help it. I need my fixins.
But yeah, well, you heard Jesse say he wants to get on the pod too now.
Hell yeah.
So we have guests.
Absolutely.
I feel like we could definitely have a nice little like series to where we can have guests like every now and then or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like any of those will go really well. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, we're at the point now where we've been doing this. I mean, not super long, but long enough to have been able to, you know, improve on ourselves and be a lot better at speaking. I'm personally way more comfortable with this shit now.
I am too.
I mean, every episode we put out, we just keep getting feedback saying we're getting better and better.
And I think that's the important thing. I think it's like really good that we feel like we're getting better and we feel more comfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, that's just really only going to help us whenever we have new stuff to do, you know,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
having new people on and whatnot.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. It's really cool, man.
I liked how you made me answer the call on Jesse, because I was going to bang on him.
Yeah, I saw you closed out your screen. I was like, no,
Yeah.
answer it. That was fun.
That's so cool. He was probably shook, dude. He was like,
Yeah, at first he was like, he didn't know what to say. That's funny. He had a little stage fright.
We got to get on this video shit ASAP.
Yeah, bro.
I'm doing it this weekend. I'm editing that one video.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for sure.
Yeah, you got to let me know how it goes, because I'm still trying to play around with the one, but, I mean, you know me. If shit doesn't go exactly how I fucking have it mapped out in my head, I just get pissed off.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm a quitter, bro. I hate to admit it, but I'm a quitter sometimes.
It's tough. I wouldn't call myself a quitter. It makes it difficult because I'll just keep fucking going. I'll just be spinning my tracks, really. I'll just be spinning my wheels.
I just feel stupid sometimes, and I just get mad at myself.
This equipment shit for this podcast makes you feel stupid.
I literally watched a 20-minute video the other day on how to, like, convert the video and audio, like, in the same thing and shit. And, like, he was just doing way too damn much. And I was like...
It's a lot, bro.
I got mad, bro. I was like...
It's a lot. Just watching the video, you're like, fuck this.
I seen 20 minutes, and I was like... What the fuck?
How in-depth could it be?
Right. And then it's like way more in-depth than I could possibly
that was probably
imagine.
a simple video too. That was probably him putting it in English.
What's funny is I read all the comments before I watched the video, and it was like, so simple. Thanks for making it so easy. And I was like, what do you mean?
I'll go on like, if I'm struggling setting some equipment up or something, I'll go on these Reddit pages, like Reddit platforms of people who do this for a living, like producers.
Yeah.
And they'll be fucking setting shit up, and they'll have all of these crazy ass questions with all these abbreviations. I don't know what the fuck that shit means. They'll be like fucking talking about DAOs and whatever. I don't know. But it's so funny because these people are people who do it like for a living, and I'm just going on these pages to try to figure out the simplest shit. And these people are asking these questions that seem like rocket science to me. And then these people who are asking the questions are like, oh, thank you so much. That makes so much sense. And I'll reread it 50 times. And I'm like, it's like I'm trying to read hieroglyphics or something. It's like, fuck, man. There's so much.
I hate it, dude.
I
really wish there was like a curriculum to where like you got to learn like computer shit. You got to be techie. All this new stuff coming out, we're going to put it in your daily learning.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But no, you got to pay.
I'm sure there's some kind of class that you can fucking sign up for, but I don't know. It's just a lot, man.
Definitely.
I just wish we had money. I wish we were blessed with parents that were filthy rich so that we could just do this.
Yeah.
That'd be so dope.
I wish I would have spent my money differently when I first moved out.
Yeah, I guess.
But
in a way.
But we've already been over this.
Yeah. We have. It's, I don't know. It's bittersweet because if we would have been smart or smarter about it, obviously we could have done it a little bit differently and set ourselves up better for success. But also, if you look at the other hand, it's like, we wouldn't have been having nearly as much fun as we had, bro. We had a blast.
You're right.
Like, those years are years that we'll never be able to recreate.
Yeah.
Like,
makes me kind of sad.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it, bro, because, you know, like you said, if you sit around wishing you did it differently, then that's all it's ever going to be to you.
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
I am glad I was struggling so hard in a way because, you know, that money that I was blowing, I don't know. Again, I could have set myself up a little better for success down the road, but also it was only a few years, really. You know, we were having a good time, and those are memories that we're going to have for the rest of our lives. You know, when we're on our deathbed, we're not going to be like, oh, I wish I had more money right now. We're going to be like, man, do you remember those fucking years.
You are damn right, bro.
You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the shit that really matters.
It is. That's so cool.
Yeah. No matter what Drake says, you cannot bring that money with you when you die.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
But what do you think like death is like, bro? Do you think it's like a DMT trip? Like how fucking like do you really think it's like that?
I don't know, man. I kind of hope so, because that'd be cool.
That'd be nuts.
But if you listen to what they say on Game of Thrones, then it just goes black and there's nothing.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
I thought, isn't that like
Game
Vikings and shit?
No, that's like, it's medieval times, but like with mystic shit, with magic and dragons and stuff.
Oh, so it's not Vikings at all?
No.
I was going to say, bro,
Vikings.
like Valhalla's not a thing or something?
No. I mean, there's kind of Viking-like people, I guess, but it's really just medieval times pretty much.
I might have to watch that.
It's good as fuck, bro.
I might have to watch it. If you
I will literally give you my HBO account.
I have HBO.
Okay, cool. You should definitely watch it, bro. We just got done watching it for the second time because it was so good.
That's dope.
And it was almost better the second time around because the main thing people complain about Game of Thrones when they first watch it is how involved it is. Like how much, there's so much to remember, so many different names and so many different, clans and stuff like that. And it's a lot. You kind of go through it the first time and you're like, I mean, it's really cool to watch, but I mean, it was to the point where it was we were in the middle of the last season and I was like, fuck, what was that guy's name again? There's just so many.
Okay.
But then you watch the second time around and you remember whose names are who. You can get more into it.
How many seasons are there?
8, I think.
8?
Yeah, I'm
I'll
pretty
have
sure
to watch it,
8.
dude.
And they just came out with a kind of like a spin-off show called House of Dragons that I want to watch too.
Okay.
Apparently it's a lot more dragon oriented. It's like a prequel kind of. That looks pretty good. And then I've heard there's plans for another spin-off after that one, which that'd be cool, man. I really liked it.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
You should definitely check it out. I think you and Sarah would get super fucking into it.
I think we'd like it a lot because I mean we love Lord of the Rings and like The Hobbit. It's like kind of medieval.
Oh yeah, you would fucking love it, bro. It's really good.
The only thing that deterred me was like everyone said the ending fucking sucked, but
that was another thing, bro. I don't know why everyone said the ending sucked. I loved the ending. So did Maggie. Yeah, I thought it was perfect. They couldn't have done it any better.
Okay.
Like with the way everything kind of leads up into one crazy event, there was no real other way they could have ended it.
I'm actually really excited now to watch that.
Yeah.
Because like I really wanted to watch that. It was just all
around really good. It's definitely my top 3 favorite shows.
Really?
Of all time, yeah.
Okay. Did I tell you yeah, I think I already told you about this anime I watched like a few weeks ago. We might have talked about it on the other pod, so fuck it, never mind.
Okay.
But
you don't want to get into it?
Well, it's the show Vinland Saga. I don't know, does that ring a bell?
No.
Well, anyways,
not really.
I'll just say it. I like that show had such a crazy impact on me, bro.
Yeah.
That show made me cry 3 times, and I know why. It was because I put myself in that situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So that show, it's Vikings and stuff, and like Vikings don't fucking believe in anything, but like, hey, you fight me to the death, you go to Valhalla, pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of clans and stuff, and Christianity starts to play a role in the show, and like this dude's like questioning everything pretty much like throughout the show, and show gets really good. And I thought
so it's like a anime based on realism, kind of like it's based on real. Like more real
values.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, it has like religion in it. Religion's like big in it pretty much. So.
Because I was actually thinking about this the other day. I think the main thing that turns me off about anime, because as you know, I've tried. Mm-hmm. I've given it a shot. I just can't do it. But I think I may just not be watching the right animes, possibly.
That could definitely be a thing.
I think the main thing that turns me off about them is how unrealistic they are and how based in kind of like a nonsense kind of world,
like a fantasy.
So I feel
like it's too fantasy like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also think that might be why I'm more attracted to cartoon shows like Family Guy or whatever. That's technically an anime, you know?
Yeah.
But it's more based in real life.
Yeah.
It's based on reality.
You might like this show then, dude. Because, like, it's not, there's no fucking superpowers, none of that bullshit, nothing. There's just, like, pretty much a few badass Vikings that are known throughout the lands, and then that's it. And then there's just religion that's in the show, plays a part.
Yeah, remind me about that later after the podcast. I will, dude.
I really hope you like that, because that'd be super cool.
Because that, you know, now that I think about it, that was another, I told you about that movie that my little cousin had me watch. It was an anime movie, and it was about, like, this girl in, like, high school or something, or middle school, who's, like, getting bullied or whatever. And it was, like, it was a serious movie, but it was an anime, and I was getting really into it. I thought it was really good. Like, it was emotional. And
was it, like, any kind of fantasy in it, or was it just an animated movie?
It was just an animated movie.
That's cool, bro.
I think it was Japanese or something.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Sarah made me watch this, so Studio Ghibli movies are these animated movies that are made by this company, pretty much, that are, like, they're, like, top-notch animated movies, pretty much.
Okay.
And she made me watch this one called Howl's Moving Castle. And, yeah, dude, I thought it was pretty good. It's about this guy who's, I think he's a wizard. And, like, wizardry in the land isn't really known, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just thought it was a really good movie. I love anime, dude, so much. It's really good. But I think you would fuck with Vinland Saga pretty heavy, because it's not too fantasy-like, and, I mean, it brings some ideologies into it, and it kind of makes you think, I guess, but I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so Halloween's coming up. It's my all-time favorite holiday. I fucking love Halloween.
Okay.
Love spooky season. I love everything about it. I love decorating. I love passing out candy. I love costumes. I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite, I guess you could say, Halloween character? Like, what's your favorite spooky character of all of the characters of that kind of vibe, of that genre, I guess? It could be anything from, like, a movie character. It could be, like, a Frankenstein, like a typical Halloween thing. It could be...
like my favorite aspect about the holiday, do you think?
Yeah, I guess.
Character-wise.
Yeah.
Huh.
It could be... I personally really like apocalyptic kind of Halloween vibes.
I do, too. That sounds dope.
I think those are cool.
Yeah, you had that Bloodhound suit that one time. That shit looked so cool.
Dude, that was sick.
That looked really cool.
I think me and Maggie are planning on just sticking with those costumes this year.
Okay.
And, going to, Halloween parties or whatever around our area.
I honestly think that my favorite aspect about Halloween is, like, it doesn't have to necessarily be scary, but, like, you can do, like, funny costumes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, Sarah told me, I thought this was fucking hilarious. I asked her what she was going to be for Halloween, and she said she wants to be Misney. I was like, what? She was like, Misney. You know those billboards around Ohio where it says, Misney makes you pay? And I was like,
funny as fuck.
Damn. I was like, Sarah, that is a heater
That's
idea.
Hilarious.
She's like, I'm about to throw a bald cap on and everything. I was like, damn.
That's a great fucking idea. She would do fantastic with that costume. She would do
amazing.
Too. Yeah.
And I think last year
she would take on that personality with fucking no problems.
She went last year as Nacho Libre, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. She's fucking hilarious.
She's funny. She's a fucking character.
Yeah, dude.
So what would you say your favorite Halloween thing would be?
Okay.
And why?
Honestly, dude, I don't know. Halloween's not really my favorite holiday. I'd say that's on the lower end.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe in the middle. Sucks. I don't want to say lower end.
Maybe we shouldn't just be friends anymore.
Probably not. I was thinking about it for a while anyway.
I've honestly been thinking about this for 4 years. I really don't like you.
That's fine.
I'm just kidding,
but you're
dude.
out in November, right?
Yeah.
That is insane. You're a free man.
Yup.
That is crazy, bro.
I'm freer than I am right now.
Freer.
Because I still have 2 years reserve. I'm in active duty right now, technically.
Do you still have to go to any kind of fucking drill or anything like that? That's lit.
I'm pretty much a free man.
That's awesome.
I don't really got to do anything. I can't wait to.
You got any plans, bro? What are you gonna do with all that time?
I mean, not really. I just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'll just be able to have a lot more freedom. I'll be able to actually schedule things in my personal life.
Yep.
Actually be able to go out and do shit. Something about the fucking National Guard, something about our drill schedule. I don't know how they do it, but they manage to make every single drill on a weekend that something else is going on that I need to be attending.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they do it, but every single fucking time, every single drill, it's just, it gets so in the way. And again, I hate talking too much shit about it because it makes me feel bad, because it's hard. I can't wait to get out for sure. But I'm also so fucking grateful of, the skills that I've learned while being in there, the resiliency that I've acquired, I've gained so much XP from it.
You have. Yeah. I think that'd be super cool if they had like a boot camp almost, but without having to go to the military. You know what I'm saying?
That I've actually been thinking about that a lot. I think it'd be really cool. I almost I don't know. I almost feel like it'd be good if it was a mandatory thing for citizens to do, is like experience some kind of boot camp thing.
That would be awesome, dude.
Because it's like, I don't know. I just see these fuckheads walking around that just have experienced no adversity in their lives. Mm-hmm. They just think they're entitled to everything. People need to be put on, a lower pedestal than what they think they are.
Need to become a number for a little bit.
Yeah.
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 I see what you're saying. That's cool, dude. I like that about boot camp.
Yeah.
But that's also where a lot of people have PTSD from, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, boot camp doesn't really give you PTSD, especially if it's a mandatory thing that like all citizens would have to do. It wouldn't be nearly as bad as,
right.
It's even right now, it's not as bad as it was when I went through boot camp. Like,
I think a mandatory boot camp would go crazy.
Yeah.
That would be so fun if you could
and imagine... it would give people an appreciation of like the people who go through that stuff every day to keep you fucking free. Mm-hmm. People I hate when people judge people who serve and people who are in the military. I hate it when people, talk shit about the military and service members, because it's just so ironic that you're talking shit about people who give you the freedom to talk shit about them.
Yeah, that is true.
It's wild.
Yeah. There is a stigma with like the government, which means being tied to the military, but that doesn't like give people a right to be prejudiced and shit.
Right. Yeah, obviously there's a stigma because, the military is the government.
Because, like, obviously that dude, whoever you're judging, like, you might not even fucking know the guy. And might have, even if he's not, like, a wounded veteran or anything like that, like, he's going out there over fucking seas, probably not wanting to be there.
It's just a really sad stigma that gets put with the military, because people think, if you're in the military, you must be... you must love the government. You must love control and shit like that. But I'm in the military. Right. Look at me. Yeah. Look at my personality. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day,
I can't stand the government. Sometimes they do stuff that makes sense, but for the most part, what the fuck is going on? I mean, all I do on this podcast is talk shit about the way politics is run.
Yeah.
Like you can love your country and hate the government.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to hate your country. Mm-hmm.
I think it's just maybe people find like I don't know, they might tie it in with like the government's forcing them to do shit that's unethical, maybe. And like, why are you going to willingly go through with something that's unethical? Right. But at the same time, that might not be why they fucking signed up. You know what I'm saying? They might have signed up because, their older brother served and...
Or they want free fucking college.
Or that's free fucking college. Up.
Yeah.
Do you still have that? Like, technically?
Yeah.
Like, you can go to college and just... What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not the only reason I signed up. My family's a big military family.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be in the military for my whole life. Like, since I was fucking born. I always knew that it was something I wanted to do. But
Eric tried to get me to go in.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't.
I don't know, dude. Like... Obviously, like, I hate that fucking stigma And like I don't want to be sent somewhere to where I don't agree, you know, all that. But like I said, dude, the mandatory fucking boot camp, like whatever that shit is, like that brotherhood, I want some part of that, bro.
Absolutely.
Like I want to, like that sounds so cool.
The camaraderie that comes with it is unlike fucking anything else, man. Yeah. It's insane. When you go through some shit with people, you get bonded like no one else. Mm-hmm. Like nothing. It's not comparable to anything.
Yeah. And then when the big man sends you overseas, you guys got each other's backs.
Yep. That's the whole point of that tough shit.
Yeah.
It's because if you can get through that kind of shit and still be that close with someone, then you can trust that person with anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I don't, by no means do I love everyone who I, serve with. Yeah. Every time I go there and, when we're out there doing shit, there's people that I fucking hate. But even those people that are out there that I fucking can't stand being around, I would trust them with my life. Yeah. Because we've been through the same shit. We know how each other work. We know we've all seen each other at our worst and at our best. It's weird. It's really weird. It's something different.
I really love that. I love that aspect so much, dude. But it's like, I don't know. It's like a lot of people view the military as like a weapon of the government. And
which it is.
It sucks, though, at the same time, though. Because, like, I would have joined the National Guard for sure with free college, all that shit. Yeah. As long as I felt whatever we were fighting for was just. Like, if they told me they were going to send me somewhere, dude, and I didn't agree with it. Yeah. Like, I'd still love being with the military, but, like, I would not love to fucking...
Yeah, that's what makes it tough. Yeah. Is because
It's weird, dude.
It's funny because the stigma that we're talking about that's put on people that are in the military, you ask any person who has served time in the military, and they are the biggest judge of how shitty the military is. Yeah. Any person who has served, they'll talk your fucking ear off about how much they hated it, about how hard it was, and about how much better it could be run. Like,
could that like technically be like almost unionized?
I mean, I guess, kinda, yeah, but not really.
Because, like, I mean, if you guys are working, if you think changes could be made to better, like, the structure of the military or whatever, like, if people have serious recommendations.
Yeah, like, no, it's definitely, like, you can, if you gather enough, like, if you have a higher up leadership that is just constantly fucking everything up, it's making your lives horrible. Everyone agrees that things could be run differently. Yeah. And that things could be run a lot smoother and smarter. It's not uncommon for lower enlisteds to rise up and almost petition and go above that person and get that person the fuck out of there. It's almost allowed. It's like, it's a common thing. But it's very strictly judged, obviously. Yeah. If you're just trying to make it so that you can get easier leadership, then obviously that'll get sniffed out instantly.
It just sucks because, like, whatever they tell you you're about to go fight for, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that's like, the one thing that sucks about it.
I fucking hate that. That's the only reason why. That's really the only reason that's deterred me from joining it.
Yeah, but that's also the reason it works. That's the reason that we're the most powerful country that's ever existed is because of how powerful our military is. And the reason our military is so powerful is because we have great generals that send people where they need to be sent to get shit done. Yeah. Whether you believe in the cause that we're being sent to or not, that's above anyone, really. We don't have the fucking decision. You are me.
Yeah, you're right.
We can't make that call. We just kind of have to trust that they're making the right calls. Yeah. And
I would trust, like, the generals and stuff, but, like, when it comes... Because, like, like I said, dude, it just trickles down to, like, politics. Or it trickles from politics. And, like, dude...
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And that's why it's sketchy, is because when... Obviously, the calls that, generals are making on a large military scale are, like you said, being trickled down from decisions being made through politics.
Right. Like I'm sure those generals.
Sketchy.
I'm sure those generals are like the shit. You know, top notch. All this like great people and this and that.
Yeah, you can't be on a general level if you haven't fucking been through some shit.
Right.
Like,
and I feel like it gets to a point where all those people are fucking awesome people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then there's that one corrupt person that that trickles down all to the generals, you know?
Yep.
And I just don't like the thought of that, bro. It kind of scares me. Like I don't want to go overseas and shoot someone for a cause that could be about fucking
oil money.
Yeah, dude, like
some bullshit.
I don't care about oil money.
An invisible fucking borderline.
Yeah, that too. Like
that's the shit that pisses me off. Borders. Like, I get it, kind of, because we're still very primitive, but, like, at a certain point, let's fucking evolve a little bit, man. Let's start loving each other. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, on that podcast that I was telling you, I listened to a few days ago, they were actually talking about borders and whatnot, and they said, like, they have all these news channels, like, oh, they're taking our borders and whatnot. They're like, our borders in Ohio, you know, like we give a fuck, like we really care, you know,
right? Anyone who really does care about the fucking border of Ohio, why are we listening to their opinion?
It honestly might just be like
that's such a stupid fucking thing.
It's so retarded. I think it's like, I mean, the first thing was they're taking our jobs, and so I feel like people just didn't want to be as competitive as when they probably came in.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. It's really stupid.
It's weird. And
what are we at for time? Can you see?
Yeah,
I can't see.
1 hour 6. But I don't know. A lot of people say ice is like really good too at the same time because of like it stops like child trafficking and stuff like that.
Yeah, it definitely that's where it gets tough. That's one thing that I don't even like fucking talking about is the whole like refugee kind of thing, or like people trying to sneak into the U.S. That's something that it's way too tricky for me to be willing to give my opinions, because I don't even trust my own opinions on the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I do know what you mean.
Like I don't know. There's way too much involved with that. Way too much fucking human rights shit.
Oh yeah, bub.
You know, I don't like dealing with that.
I'm just here for humans, bro. That's it.
Same.
Like I just think it sucks if you're escaping a super shitty situation.
Yeah,
and
which is why we're not in charge. Because if we were in charge and we're just here for humans, then
get the fuck out of here.
We would have had the U.S. wiped off the map a long time ago.
Oh, for sure. We would not be a country anymore. First thing I would do is, I don't know. What would you do first as president if you were president?
Oh, man.
I got to hear this.
I would make...
Without worrying about, like, trickle-downs too much, just think about it.
Just at a base level.
Yeah, and it'll be good.
I think the first thing, to be totally honest, is I would make all drugs legal. All drugs, no matter what they are.
Okay.
I would make all drugs legal. Because for one, at a base level, who the fuck are you to tell other people what they're allowed to do with their body? And I strongly believe in that.
And that includes, since the drugs are technically illegal, they can't, like, test with them, right? Like, they're technically not allowed to test with them to, like...
What do you mean test with them?
So,
like employers?
So, no. Like with heroin, to, like, make a good use out of heroin, like, let's say, like, they got to synthesize it, you know, take all the bad shit out of it or whatever to make it, like, almost safe, like a safe heroin.
Yeah.
So, are they technically not allowed to do that right now?
Well, that's kind of why I would make them legal, is because right now... It's the most confusing thing to me, because the reason this shit is killing so many people is because it's illegal. It's not regulated. It's not like so much more of that shit is coming from like cartels in Mexico and stuff that's just destroyed with fentanyl, just killing so many fucking people.
Dude,
if that shit was legalized, we would have like real companies that could process the shit and make sure there's no fucking fentanyl in it.
It would be competing against the illegal drugs coming in.
It would. Dude, as soon as we legalize that shit, the cartels are out of business.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
There's no more cartels.
That's fucking nuts.
Like, no more at all. Even a little bit. It's wild.
That is nuts.
That's another major thing, is that if we legalize the shit, not nearly as many people would be dying from it. Obviously, there'd be certain idiots that would just get fucking hooked on heroin and just be a junkie, you know? But those kinds of people are going to do it regardless. That's another thing. Making it illegal isn't stopping people from doing drugs. It's just encouraging people to do drugs who would already be doing drugs in a non-safe manner.
Yeah.
Obviously, our country, the government, isn't against drug use because our fucking pharmaceutical industry is the most powerful industry of anything that's ever existed. Mm-hmm. It's wild. Our pharmaceutical industry runs the world.
Have you heard about Mark Cuban's costplus.com drugs or something like that?
I think so.
Pretty much
it rings a bell.
It's his prescription company. He literally makes a whole bunch of like pills that you have to get prescribed for pretty much that they sell at ridiculous prices.
Yeah.
And he sells them for like, I think he sells like insulin. I don't know how expensive it is, but he sells it for like less than $10.
Really?
Yeah.
Like cheap?
Like super fucking cheap. And he says this is the only product or company he's put his name on to like, what's the word? You know, like how the UFC like is big, like their name. What's that fucking
brand?
called? Yes, he brands his name on that.
It's the only thing he's willing to use his personal brand for.
Correct. Yeah. And yeah, I think it's really cool, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking sucks at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's a weird fucking control thing. Mm-hmm. Like, it's to the point now where it's been questioned so much that there's just no doubt that it's a control thing. Why is this shit illegal? There's so much proof that so many of these Schedule fucking 1 illegal drugs, like you'll get life sentences for this shit, are so useful. I mean, MDMA is currently being studied by so many different companies to treat PTSD and literally reversing psilocybin. Their finding is reversing the effects of dementia. People who have dementia taking psilocybin are being cured of their dementia. How fucking wild is that?
It's nuts, dude.
That's insane. Mm-hmm. And if you get caught with psilocybin, you're going to prison.
That's so stupid.
That's so wild.
I think if you get caught with like acid tabs, like more than a few, but more than a few, I think it's a manslaughter charge.
I thought it was per tab is an individual manslaughter
probably
charge.
Shit, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
But that's just insane to me,
That's
bro.
insane.
Like, I can't just like trip.
Right, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy.
It's really sad. It's like it's all money, bro. Money's just being funded in.
It's all money and control.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And if that shit were like anything like eye-opening, whether it's weed or psilocybin, like anything like that, they're not going to want to do for a long time, I think, because, I mean...
Because it's going to make people see that we've been being lied to.
Yeah, bro. Lied to. Also, they're going to see the corruption in a lot of businesses, you know, the pharmaceutical companies. A lot of people who are on pills right now who maybe shied away from weed just because it's illegal.
Oh, yeah.
They would probably be fucking mind blown.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I was saying about how the pharmaceutical industry runs the fucking world. Dude, if they fully 100% legalized weed, can you imagine the hit that pharmaceutical companies would take?
It'd be bad.
I mean, that's 75% of their products that treat illnesses that are just fully curable from weed.
Yeah, whether it's fucking anxiety, depression, you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Those are huge ones. Everyone fucking has that, dude.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really like to go get checked out just because they don't want to get on pills a lot of the time.
I'm fucking one of them, bro.
Me too,
I'm terrified
man.
of pills.
I am too. I don't really like pills.
Yeah, I neglect my body in a way, like by not going to doctor's offices, literally just consciously, because I don't want to take the risk on them putting me on some kind of pill that I just get hooked to.
Yeah, dude. And it sucks because I feel bad for like Sarah because she's on pills and like she like sometimes she takes super strong sleeping pills and like when she doesn't take them, she can't sleep that whole night.
Yeah.
But like once in a blue moon, she'll be able to sleep without her pills at all and she'll sleep really good.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like you can't just like slowly wean off of these or like just
it's
stop
tough,
taking
man.
these to sleep a normal fucking
It's
night.
tough.
You know?
And Sarah's not like weird for that or anything. Like she shouldn't feel bad for that because that's just it's a problem with the entire world, more specifically America. It's a very big thing. Like she's not alone in that.
Yeah, it really sucks.
You know?
It's so unfortunate, man. And
you
like,
and I are weird people for like not taking part in that pill thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just really don't want to feel like I have to take them. And
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
to feel something.
I don't
bro.
like.
But there's
feeling,
also nothing wrong with that at the same time. I don't know, man.
That's. It's so funny you bring this up because it's something I've been really conflicting with myself recently.
It's a debate.
Yeah, it's a really weird internal debate that I've been having because I don't want I don't want my body to rely on something to live, but I also know that some pills are good, man. Like there's some real illnesses. Like I've been wanting to see a counselor because I don't know. I just have, I've talked about it on the podcast before. There's crazy shit going through my head all the time.
Yeah.
And I really want to see a counselor, but I'm also afraid because I don't want to be put on some crazy medication. But then I also know that there might be something fucked up with me that a medication could fix,
I think the stigma's only bad with pills and stuff just because, pharmaceutical companies fucking suck. They charge you an arm and a leg, too.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, pills are, like, derived from, like, like plants and shit, like whatever you gotta use to make it.
Kinda, yeah.
And they make it into a powder form to where it's accessible to you and easy.
Right.
It's just super fucking stupidly outrageous, and we don't want to do it just because it's connected to the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
And I get a little fucking tinfoil hat with that too.
Yeah, same.
And you can just be like, I don't want to take any of the pills, to be honest,
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'm the same way, man.
I'm in the middle. I think it's kind of like take your pills if you have to, but like I'm not touching those.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I've experienced way too many natural ways to cure shit. Like I've experimented with myself and my own body.
Yeah.
To like way too much to for me to at this point go and get pills to rely on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, until I genuinely feel like I have to be on pills.
Until I feel like there's no other way, then I would much rather avoid it.
But right now with me, I feel like there's a whole bunch of other ways that I can not feel sad.
For sure.
And
same here. I've been getting really heavy back into the gym recently.
That's
and
awesome.
It's been making me feel so fucking good, bro.
I lifted last week for the first time in a while.
That's good.
Yeah, it was good. And then I told myself I was going to lift the next day, and I didn't.
Yeah. Bro, I've been checking out this one guy's. I found him on TikTok. He makes these videos where basically, long story short, he walks around on all fours. It's like his thing. Like he makes videos of doing that. He started because he had really, really bad back problems.
Oh, you said the guy who walks on all fours?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He started it out because he had really bad back problems, and he wanted to find a way to pretty much cure his back problems without having to rely on pills and pharmaceuticals and stuff like that. And one of the things that he found that up until this point so far has been working amazing was walking on all fours. And now he's to the point where he's so far past that. He has crazy fucking upper body strength, crazy grip strength. He does these wild calisthenic workouts.
Yeah.
And I've been following his stuff, and I've been like doing some of the exercises and stretches and shit that he's been recommending, and it feels good, bro.
That's sick, dude.
It's really cool. Once you start to get like really good upper body strength and grip strength, it's like it takes a lot of stress off of your back.
You're just literally devolving.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's funny.
I'm just going back to a monkey.
Makes sense why to make you less fucking stressed.
Yeah.
Or whatever it does.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. It makes you feel really good. That's all I know.
That's dope. Yeah, I need to just be disciplined, man. It's not even the fact that I gotta make myself want to go. I gotta go no matter what, man.
Yeah, you gotta just get there. That's the one thing. That's one thing I've learned is if you are on a gym schedule, the most important thing is getting there.
Yeah.
Like I spend too much time one thing that really demotivates me and can make me like not go to the gym is thinking about what I'm going to do at the gym. If you're really like deep into it, you know, you cycle through. Like sometimes you're going, sometimes you're not that steady. If you're really into it, obviously you can schedule your workouts and, you know, plan stuff out. But I've just found that's one thing that kind of prevents me from going sometimes is worrying about being at the gym and what I'm going to do at the gym and what, you know, body parts I'm going to work on, what exercises I'm going to do. Whereas if I just block all that shit out and just think, I just got to get there, you know, getting at the gym and just running for 20 minutes is still so much fucking better than just not going.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. Even if you just go and bench press for a little bit or whatever and walk on the treadmill or something, it's still a million times better than what you were going to do.
Yeah. Nathan tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'll mention it to him and I'll be like, something's better than nothing. I'm like,
yeah, for sure.
You're
it's
fucking
true,
right.
Man. It's
and I
so
just go
true.
sulk.
Yeah, it's really true. Nathan's
honestly,
fucking jacked, though.
Bro, that
Nathan's
man has
massive.
got discipline. And
yeah.
I can see he's
insane.
built. Honestly, like, it used to be crazy that he has a kid, but it literally makes so much sense. Like, it doesn't. Like, it's so weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he had a baby, and I was like, dude, like, you're going to be a dad. Like, that's weird, bro. Like, that's crazy. And I'm just like, you know, been living with Nathan still day to day, and he's still doing the same shit. And I'm like, you know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it really works.
For sure.
Like, Nathan works like a fucking dog.
He's
gets
a beast,
his money.
man.
And then he's disciplined and goes to the gym, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, every fucking day.
Yep.
Like, if there's someone I want to be
dude.
like, bro, fitness-wise, it's definitely Nathan.
He's a good person to look up to, man.
That boy
He's got
is
his shit together.
on it, bro. He really does have his head screwed on so tight that
Absolutely.
bitch ain't going nowhere.
And he's such a great guy, too. He's so much fun.
Yeah, dude. I love Nathan.
Yeah.
They're awesome, bro. Nathan, Andy, and Silas.
Hell yeah.
They're the best, bro.
Yeah. I was texting Nathan the other day. I told him I want to come over and see the baby again soon.
Hell yeah. Fun. I think tonight we might be doing some if you want to come over, if you got some time.
We're going to... So actually, right after this, I have a appointment to get my tires rotated. And then
a tire
tonight,
rotation.
Yeah. And then tonight we're...
You're a little meatball, bro.
What?
You go in to get your tires rotated like nothing else?
Yeah. It's free.
That's just so funny to me, bro.
I'm not going to waste my time getting dirty and doing that.
I used to be pissed at the people who came in and did that. Like, bro, you're just getting your fucking tires rotated.
Fuck them. I pay for it. Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, we're actually going to an Indians game tonight. So that'd be cool. I think it's at like 7 or something.
You get like free glizzies or anything?
It's actually, I'm hyped, bro, because it's actually tickets that came from my work. So they're like box seats, like free buffet type shit. We got to pay for drinks, but it's like there's unlimited drinks.
Bro.
It's going to be fun, dude.
That sounds lit.
It's going to be a good fucking time.
That sounds like a good time.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. I'll try to like make some crazy shit happen there so we have some content for the podcast. So. I'll talk about it next time.
Maybe go talk to somebody random. Here, I have a task for you.
Okay.
I want you to talk to 3 random people about, I don't know, just 3 random things. Like, but I need you to go out of your box.
No. You got to get detailed, bro.
All right.
I like this. This is funny because
I also like this too.
You and I are so similar because I was thinking about this the other day. I want to start giving each other tasks to do just out in the wild. To kind of break up the simulation a little bit and break up the routine. You know what I mean?
This is crazy, yes.
Because you get into like this weird fucking routine,
yes,
and you just do the same shit every single day.
You're going to the game. All right, I'm gonna get my drink. I'm gonna go sit down.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna go on TikTok for a sec.
Yeah,
you know.
All right,
let's get into it. 3 people. I need detailed things to talk to 3 random people about.
Okay, 3 things. So the first thing, you're gonna go get a drink. Okay.
Okay. I'm actually gonna write this down. Because we're going to really do this, and we'll talk about it next time we come.
I like this.
Okay.
You're going to go, and you're going to get a drink. Whenever it is that you go get a drink, I want you to talk to the drink guy or whatever.
Okay.
About, maybe ask him how his day's going. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him for a sec. He'll be like, good, how are you? Oh, good.
Okay. I could bring up podcasts. Ask the drink guy if he's a podcast listener.
Yeah. Maybe ask him if he's a podcast listener. That'll be the first thing. And then if he is, just be like, you got any podcasts you listen to? If he mentions a few, just be like, well, I think this is a good one. Mm-hmm. Apex Prey. Become a pussy.
Okay. All right. Become a pussy.
But, no, you don't have to say that. But yeah, ask him if he likes podcasts. I like that one.
Okay.
All right.
So the second guy.
Are you going to go get food at all?
Yeah.
Buffets and shit?
I don't know if it's a buffet. I know it's free food, though. So whatever it is.
Do you have assigned seats in the booth?
I don't know. I would assume so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, if anyone has any extra free seats, like, next to you, and you and Maggie are, like, alone, or you're going with your family?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's just me, Maggie, and my parents, I think.
I was going to say, if it was just you guys, maybe try to go sit with another group or something. Mm-hmm. But fuck that.
Okay. Just don't worry about the kind of people. I'll just do random people, because you never know. When you get there, there's random shit.
Yeah.
You know, shit pops up. You run into people. So
just
any random person that
Simple.
I have the opportunity to come up with a conversation with.
Simple. Ask them, what superpower do they think you would have?
Okay.
Or maybe that's a bad one. I don't know, because maybe they'd be like, well, I don't fucking know you.
Yeah, could be weird.
Yeah, that is definitely...
We had to get seats next to this weird fucking guy talking about superpowers.
Fucking weird-ass guy asking me how my day's going. I'm just trying to serve him his drink.
I could just keep it simple. I could just ask, like, what someone does. Like, what do you do? Like,
okay.
What are you into? Just kind of get into a conversation about their life. And then maybe get some crazy...
We'll do that.
Crazy shit.
What do you do? And then I want another one to be, what was the best thing that happened to you this week?
Okay.
And I'll talk to them for a little bit. And then figure it out.
Dope.
And then maybe tell them, be like, well, I don't know if you want to know, but I'll tell you the best thing that happened to me. They'll probably think you're crazy.
Yeah, probably. But fuck it. I'm never going to see them again.
Yeah, fuck it. Just
fuck
be
it.
like,
all right, this is good. We'll keep this, and you do this too.
Okay.
Just out in your daily life.
All right, I will.
And then try to note down, like, notes of the conversations you had with these people, and we'll talk about it next time.
It's like we're almost doing TikTok videos, but without the videos, and we're throwing it on the cast.
Right. This is just for our pussies.
For our pussies.
To listen to. Just us and our pussies.
Hell yeah.
All right, bro. What
right.
are we at? Can you see it? I can't see it over here.
About done. Hour 27.
All right, man. I think that does it. That was a good one.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to everybody for making it this far.
Absolutely.
Thank you, all of our pussies, for listening. Yes. Thanks for sharing, too. We got a few people who shared.
Yeah, for
means
sure.
The fucking world.
Only a few, though. We need more.
We need more.
We need more fucking shares, all right? So get out there, share this shit.
Yep.
Like this shit. Follow us on all of our platforms and stuff.
And if you know us, you want to talk to us sometime, let's up sometime.
Hell yeah.
We can have a conversation.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, bro.
All right.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah. All right. See you, everybody.